Hello, sweet viewers. Welcome back to my channel, The Onlookers Occult. So I haven't posted in a while, but since now I want to pick up a very special topic which is required by all tarot readers, be it a beginner or an intermediate or even an advanced person. So today I'm going to be talking about cleansing. So now I'm going to be discussing about cleansing. I am going to tell you 9 ways by which you can cleanse your cards, cleanse your tarot cards. Also, cleansing in general means getting rid of any toxins or negative thoughts and emotions and just clearing your chakras to be ready. So when I talk about cleansing of the cards, it definitely has more to do with instilling a lot of positive energy inside your cards, but since you're going to be reading the cards, it's very important that you also go through personal cleansing, which is generally related to the mind, the thoughts, and the space that you're working on, the space that you use for your tarot card reading purposes. So let's begin with the 9 ways to cleanse your cards. The first and the most important way of cleansing your cards is cleansing yourself. That is meditation. So meditation is going to cleanse your mind. It's going to get rid of any negative thoughts, any negative vibe or energy that is surrounding you and bringing you to a state of tranquility and peace, which is actually going to enhance your intuitive nature and help you in reading better in a more intuitive and an informative way. So meditation is really required. This could be 5 minutes, this could be 10 minutes. You should generally do it on a daily basis. It's also preferred that you do it on the same timelines, but of course if you miss out on that time, you can choose or pick any other time for this meditation. It is also said that you use the same space for the meditation, but again, it's not something that is compulsory. You could do it at any point of time, at any place, because it's mainly about just being in a state of vacuum. It's more of letting go of anything that runs through your mind and makes you sad or too excited or overwhelmed in any way. So meditation is going to help you ground yourself, and it's going to further enhance and improve the way you read your cards. And since you're meditating and cleansing your own mind, you are also cleansing your cards, your tarot cards in a way. The second way of cleansing your cards is saging, using a sage. In the Indian households, you could use an agarbatti or a dhoop, or a sage would just be perfect. You have to cleanse your cards. You can also cleanse the space, the altar that you use, your crystals, even the entire room or your entire house. And also it's important that you pass all your cards through the sage, through the incense, to make them more powerful and to cleanse them in a way that they get clear of any energy from the previous readings or any energy that they might have absorbed from the environment or where they're being kept at. So this is one of the most important ways. It's also followed by a lot of people who read tarot cards, also by people who don't use tarot cards in general, to cleanse their home from any negative energies. After that, the third way of cleansing your cards is to put a crystal on top of them. So if you do have crystals, it's a great way to cleanse your cards. You can either just spread all the cards and put crystals on top of them, or you could just keep the deck at one place and put the crystals on top of it. If you do want to know how to cleanse the crystals, it's actually the same way. I suggest that you meditate and you also pass those crystals through the sage to clean them. and then you can repeat the process for your cards, and then place your crystals on top of the cards to make your tarot cards clean of any energy that is not required. The fourth way is to give your cards a moon bath. People also use this for their crystals and other belongings that they use for spiritual purposes. You can, of course, if you're following the cycles of the moon, you pick up the full moon night and you keep your tarot cards in a position in your veranda, your balcony, or your terrace where they could be consuming the moonlight on a full moon. That is a great way to cleanse your cards. You have to take care of the moon cycles for the same and see when is the next full moon in order to cleanse your cards of that day. The fifth method of cleansing your cards is a sun bath. So, even though a lot of people who are involved in spiritual activities prefer a moon bath for their cards and crystals, but actually the sun bath is also a great idea to do the same, because as we know, sun is the greatest source of energy that we have. It's required by all organisms. It has a lot of cleansing vibes that the rays have. So you can actually put your cards out there in the sun so that they soak the sun and take the energy of the sun and get rid of any other energy that is not required by the cards. That's also a great way to cleanse your cards and other accessories that are related to the tarot reading or in general. The next way is by this is the sixth way of cleansing your cards, and that is by using a singing bowl. So if you do have one of those singing bowls, you can sit on the ground with your cards laid out and then work your way through, create that sound, that vibration in the air that really helps cleanse a lot. Just like cleansing your room, cleansing yourself, cleansing your thoughts, this way is also going to help to cleanse your tarot cards. The seventh way of cleansing your tarot cards is by using Reiki. You could use Reiki, or you could just create an energy ball. It's a very interesting process. All you have to do is create an imaginary energy ball, concentrate all your energy, especially the energy that is concentrated here between your eyebrows and your forehead, and you make this energy ball and then you transfer it to the cards. The eighth way of cleansing your cards is by blowing on your cards. It's as simple as making a wish, or an activity you do right before cutting your birthday cake. So just blow on your cards and it's actually going to cleanse them. This is a personalized way of doing it. It helps you to get rid of any energy that has been trapped inside the cards by the previous readings or by the surroundings of where the cards were kept and so on. So just blowing air on your tarot cards is also going to cleanse them. The final way and the ninth way of cleansing your cards is by reordering the deck and shuffling. So this is something that you do often before you pull out the cards for someone, when you just take out your cards from the packet. So you can do is just to reshuffle the deck and rearrange it, reorder it, so that you can get out any sorts of energy that's not required by the cards, and to clean them, to cleanse them. So these were the 9 ways of cleansing your tarot cards. You can use these ways to also cleanse, like I mentioned, other things such as your crystals, your rings, or gemstones, or anything that you'd like to.